are you ready for our next bootcamp workout? We've got another small ball workout for you. We're doing all of our mobility with it, all our Pilates with it. If you don't have one, grab a pillow, see how you can substitute, or just do the exercises without. But you don't need to miss out on this awesome workout. Alright, let's get started. We are going to just do a nice child's pose, knees wide, feet together, hands on the ball. And you're going to start to roll your ball out, but keep your bum on your heels. And then just roll the hands over the ball till the ball gets to your wrists. And then bum back to heels. Keep rolling. Feel a nice stretch down through the back. Roll yourself all the way back up. And we're going to roll back down again. Rolling, 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 rolling down. Push the hands into the ball. Roll over the ball just a couple of times. The bum has to lift as you roll over. Don't let your ribs flare. Beautiful. Roll back up. Up, 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 up. And back down. Awesome. Push the hands into the ball. Roll forward. Roll back. And back up. Awesome. So, next move that we're going to do involves us getting up into yogi squat position. So, from your child's pose, you can literally one foot out 45 degrees and then bring the other foot up 45 degrees. Remember, you can always be sat on something behind you if you can't quite get that flat ankle. Alright, let's get into it. So, you've got your ball down in the center, and then we're lowering the knee down to tap the ball. And you've got to use your hand, also has to move, to steady that ball. So it's a bit of a jig that we're doing here. Not that slow either. Getting a bit of rhythm, but not momentum. Tilting in from those hips. Beautiful. Come back to middle. And now what we're going to do is having the ball down below us, but you're going to tilt your head down to tap your forehead onto that ball. Okay, so you just get your head down. Raise your chest back up. Chest down. Raise back up. So the ball stays down. You're just moving your head up and down. Bum doesn't move. Keep that bum down. If you're feeling really flash, you could have it further out and try and tap the back of your head onto the ball. Otherwise, just stay here. Tapping the forehead down. Gently coming back up. Sorry, my hair's all over the shop, isn't it? Okay. So from this position, what I want you to do is just put one hand down and slide one foot out straight so that we are already in this Cossack squat position. Right, so you've got one hand is going to be down supporting you, and then with your ball, curl this arm in, bring it all the way back up. Curl it in. Bring that ball up. Keep that other foot flexed. Curling up. Heel stays on the ground. Curl it up. If you're feeling good in this position, you can start to pass the ball from side to side. Always following the ball with your eyes. But otherwise, just stay nice and supported here. Alright, and you're going to let your bum come all the way down now, which feels nice, doesn't it? But you still want your knee up. And then we're going to have this ball just here, and we're tapping the knee down. we tap it down, we come back up to flat foot, tap down, flat foot, flat foot. Really opening, opening, opening. You can do it assisted with your hand if you like, but you really want to start building the strength in these hip flexors. A lot of the time we can think that we're really tight in our hips, but it can actually just be a lot of weakness. So, let's build some strength. Woo! Okay. Alright. So, we're actually going to come all the way back up into that yogi squat. So, Cossack, back to yogi. And we're going to do some windmills now. So with the ball in hand, we open up, come back in, pass that ball, open up the other way, pass it back, open up, passing back, opening up. Pushing the arm against the back of the knee, against the inside of the knee, every time that you reach those hands up. Reaching up. Reaching up. Keep those shoulder blades down. Last one. Okay, so we're coming into our Cossack squat on the other side. So this foot straightens out, and then your hand can come down as you slide the other leg out. So you got that nice 90-degree angle here. Foot is flexed, ball is in hand, and we're going to do those arm openers. So the arm crunches in, and then we open up nice and wide. Crunch the ball in, opening up. So you can have your hand down behind you. So you're opening up here, 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 or you can start to do those passes so the ball comes either side. So you need to have your heel completely flat on the floor for this one. Beautiful. Last one. Let your bum come down onto the mat. We've got the ball here. We're tapping the knee down. Stay sitting up nice and tall. Use your hip to control the movement. Down. Down. Keep the other foot flexed. Building that strength. Feels good. Open back up as wide as you can each time. Wide. Wide. Nice. Beautiful work here. Whoosh. Feels painful, but it's one of those good pains. We're doing good things to ourselves here. Last one. Okay, sweet. So you need to find a wall now, something behind you, because we're going to do some wall screws with this ball. You can either do this standing up or kneeling like myself, and I'm just going to show you how this one looks from an angle. So you would be with your arms straight back against your wall, and then you have your chest forward, and what you're doing is you're spinning, you're screwing that ball all the way around one way, and then you screw it all the way back around the other way, pushing it into the wall behind you. Keep the arm up at shoulder height the best that you can. Keep screwing round. Try to keep pelvis forward, shoulders back. Beautiful. Just do one more. And we're going to swap sides. So I'm going to put my left arm back, pushing into the wall. Find a nice position. And then I start to screw that ball all the way around. Feels really good in the arms here, this one. Again, not a comfortable feeling, but one that I know is releasing so much tension that I didn't even realise was there. Horsefly. Ah. Keep going, screwing around. Try to keep pelvis forward, shoulders facing forward the best you can. Screwing around. Well, not screwing around, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we're going to move on swiftly, and you're going to come over so that your back is against your wall, and you want to have, let me move this little plant here, little brommy. You want to have, in fact, you're probably better off sitting here if you can't stand. So, sit out, L-sit. So, legs squeezing together, feet flexed, and we've got our head against the wall, shoulder blades back against the wall, and then we are going to exhale, push the hands up, keep the back of the hands on the wall, pass the ball, inhale, squeeze the elbows back down to your side, exhale, keep everything flat on that wall, passing the ball, coming back up, and over. Okay, last one. Really good for your posture, this one. Beautiful. What's that? Alright, so what we are going to do now is get straight into our Pilates workout with our small ball. So remember, T-zone, toit, neutral spine, imprinted spine, shoulder blades down the back, chin tucked. Those are our really important cues. And never forget ribs to hips with that exhale. Okay, so our first exercise that we're doing today, I'm getting you straight into it, is we're going to do a kneeling plank with the ball in between our thighs. So put that ball in between your thighs, and you're going to come out, fingers spread, fleshy parts of the elbows face each other, really engage in the backs of your shoulders, spiral them down to your armpits, curl those toes under, push yourself up into a plank. Now you want your T-zone super tight. You inhale as you tighten it. You exhale, slide the ribs to hips. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, rib to hip. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, rib to hip. Last one, inhale, T-zone. Really tighten. Exhale, rib to hip. Okay, bring your knees back down. We're going to move into some planks to pikes. So you want to actually shift that ball down into your ankles now. Going to come back up. Really engage in the shoulders. Make sure the wrists are not doing the work. And you've got that ball in between your ankles. And what we're going to do is pike. So as you exhale, you push your hips up. One hand is going to reach back and grab that ball and bring it forward. And then you're coming into an unstable plank. You come back up. You put the ball in between the ankles. Back to plank, switch hands. Grab the ball. Coming back down. Up. Back in the ankles. Back to plank, switch. Grab the ball. Plank. Put the ball back. Keep those abs lifted. Really engaged in the backs of the shoulders. Lift your bum up as high as you can, as if you're trying to pull your T-zone up to the sky. Lift, lift, lift. Keep going. Last one. Knees can come down. And we're coming off of those wrists now. How good was that one? We're going to do some hinges with an alternate arm sweep. So, what that's going to look like is you set up in your nice hinge position, so legs hip distance apart. You've got a nice, really straight line here. Shoulders down and back, chin slightly tucked, T-zone, toit. Okay, so we are going to inhale to fall back. Exhale, one arm comes out. Inhale, back up. So, inhale to fall down. Sorry, we're going to exhale down and let the arm open. Inhale, back to center and up. Exhale, coming down, let the arm fall open. Inhale, back up. Exhale, falling, arm sweeps. Inhale, back up. Really keep those ribs into the hips. Keep a beautiful straight line in your body. T-zone is tight. You want to hug those arms into your shoulder socket. Head stays staring at where you would have the ball. Beautiful. So we are going to move into some raises here. So on all fours, we are going to be doing basically like a bird dog, but lifting the ball up. So get into a nice all four, T-zone tight, ribs in, lifting up out of the chest. Inhale, T-zone, exhale. We're going to do the ball and the opposite leg raises up. Pay real close attention to your spine here. Inhale, bring it all back in, ball touches knee. And we are exhaling all the way back out. Have a look at that supporting arm. Make sure it hasn't spiraled so that your elbow is facing the front of the mat. You want it facing in. Standing out long, think about ribs to hips. Inhale, come back in. Really lift up and out of that supporting arm. Crunching in. Crunch in. As you go long, think ribs to hips. Okay, last one, tapping the knee in. Coming back down. And now, what we're going to do is actually touch the ball to that opposite toe. And the way that this is going to work, it's really strong in our position here. And we extend out and tap. We extend out and we tap. Out, tap. So, really nice strong position. Keep the weight in that supporting leg. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Watch what's happened with your ribs. Support that lower spine. T-zone super tight. Eyes just out in front of your hands. Tapping. Ball to toe. Ball to toe. Keep going. Nice strong position. Really lifting up and out of the chest. Extending and crunching. Beautiful. Last one. Oh, that's a good one, hey? Okay, so we are going to swap. Give that wrist a little roll out. And we are going to do the opposite. Leg and arm are going out. All right, so I'm really engaged now in my left shoulder. I've got the weight nice and evenly distributed. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, I'm going to start to lift. Opposite hand and leg reaches out. As I reach, I bring my ribs to my hips to stop any arching in the lower back. And then we inhale, we crunch in, knee to ball. Exhale out. Inhale, knee to ball. Exhale, reach out. Find length. Keep the hips square to the mat. Don't open up in that hip. Inhale in. Exhale to crunch out. Try to keep the weight in that supporting knee. Reaching, crunching. You can, don't even know if you can actually, reach and crunch. Yeah, you can do this on your forearm if your wrists are hurting. Make this one your last one. Then we're going to come up. And we're going to do that ball to toe now, okay? So again, this one can be done on your forearm if you're feeling it in your wrists. I know that's very possible. So we'll reach out and then we are crunching it in, ball to toe. Keep your eyes, if you're on your forearm here, then keep your eyes just where your hand is pretty much. Really think and concentrate on keeping that pelvis square to the mat. Try not to rotate too much as you reach back. Reach and crunch. Reach and crunch. Keep going here. Really nice and square. Crunch. 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 Beautiful. One more. Crunch. Okay. You'll be pleased to know we are coming all the way down onto the front. And we are going to have our head down on the floor. So, legs are stretched out long, slightly wider than hip distance apart, and we're going to be keeping our abs lifted, shoulders down and back. Inhale, T-zone. Exhale, lift the thighs up off of the mat, and now you're going to start to exhale to bring the knees in, and as you do so, you're going to pass the ball around. Inhale, they come out. Exhale, back in. Hold. Pass the ball. Keep those abs lifted. Inhale out. Exhale, raise those thighs up, squeeze the glutes, passing around again. Nice and slow and controlled. Inhale out. Raise those thighs up a little higher. Exhale in. Bringing the ball round. Beautiful. And then inhale out. You're going to stretch the ball out away from you. Forehead is just going to be hovering just above the mat, but eyes are looking down. You've got your chin tucked, shoulders down and back. T-zone is tight. And then, as we exhale, we're going to lift the legs up. We're going to rotate so that the feet are facing outwards and the heels are together. And we lift the whole legs and heels up. Okay, so inhale T-zone. Exhale, you're going to beat the legs together, beating those heels together. Really driving out with your heel. So you're going to inhale for a few beats and exhale for a few beats. Keep those shoulder blades drawing down and back. Really driving out, pushing those heels out to stretch your legs out and maintain the foot being flexed. Last couple. Okay. And push yourselves back up. Okay, we are going to be doing some rainbows with our leg, with the ball under our waist. So, lying on your side, we're going to have elbow underneath shoulder. Beautiful. And then we're just going to rainbow the leg from either side. So, lift it up. Make sure you've got your hips stacked, shoulders stacked, and then the toe is just relaxed down towards the mat. And we're just dipping it down. Let's find one end of our rainbow, rainbowing around. As you pull it back, watch what happens with your spine. Just got a little spring shower going on here. So, underneath leg can be stretched out a bit more. And we're just rainbowing. Shoulders down and back. Squeeze underneath the armpit. Rainbow. Rainbow. Beautiful work. Really squeezing. Okay, bend to the underneath leg slightly. We're going to move straight into a straight leg raise. Bring that top leg out so it's parallel with your underneath leg. And then we've got the heel driving up towards the sky. So, I inhale, T-zone, squeeze underneath my armpit. Exhale, driving that heel up. Drive it up. Nice and slow. Quick check-in, make sure those hips are stacked, one on top of another. Got the body in line, squeeze underneath the armpit. Especially with having the ball here, it's really easy to start to collapse into it. We are driving, put your hand on that underbutt. Oh, it's working. So good. Drive the heel. Drive the heel. Come back down to hip height only, and then you drive back up. Drive up. Drive up. Drive up. If you're feeling this one in your hips, rotate the leg a little bit more to turn off the quads and turn on those glutes. Lift. 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 Last one, bend that knee. Woo la la. I'm feeling it right with you guys. We're going to swap over and do the other side. Woo, yes, I can feel that. Okay, so got the ball underneath my waist, got my elbow underneath my shoulder, hips stacked, one on top of the other. Awesome. And then I've got the underneath leg fairly straight, slightly out in front of me. I'm going to lift my upper leg up, foot comes down, and we're rainbowing. So, rainbowing from side to side, tapping down in front, tapping down behind, and watch what's happening with your spine. Keep that really strong rib to hip. Inhale when you're at the top, exhale, come down. Keep those hips stacked. T-zone tight. Really scoop through the lower abs. Keep going. Try to make it a nice smooth rainbow. Squeeze under the armpit. Okay. So now we're going to be doing those straight leg raises. So just bend the underneath leg a little more. Hips stacked, squeeze under the armpit. Foot's going to come out straight in line with this one. It's straight on top. Toe down towards the mat. And then we inhale, T-zone. Exhale, we are going to lift that heel up. Ready? Here we go. Lift, 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 lift. Exhaling to push it up. Squeeze under the armpit. Shoulders down and back. Keep those hips stacked, one on top of the other. Keep pushing. This one, not easy. Oh no. But one of the best glute exercises we can do. For the gains, the booty gains. Pushing that heel up. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. T-zone is tight. Rib to hip. Rib to hip. Last one. Okay. Nice. All right. So to finish us off, we're going to do a plank and we're going to be rolling our feet in, tucking them in. So this looks a little bit like this. So get the ball on the top part of your foot, and then you're going to be pushing yourself up into a plank position. So let's just get set up here, really engaged in the backs of the shoulders, eyes looking just down in front of the hands, chest lifting up out of our shoulder blades, and T-zone is tight, ribs in, and just tuck yourself up, push yourself up on that ball. Inhale T-zone, exhale, roll the knees in, exhale back out. You might want to start with this kind of on your shins instead. You might not be quite enough room to roll it. So yeah, you're rolling all the way in and stretching back out into that plank. Remain lifted. Tucking, extending, tucking, extend, inhale, tuck. One more. Woo! Knees come down. And we are done with our Pilates. Well done, guys. I know that that was not the easiest or the gentlest exercises that you've ever done, but they're so good, right? So much fun. All right, let's do a nice extended puppy to finish us off. So, arms out, extended in front of us, bum is high, straight above the knees. We're driving, let the forehead come down. Push that ball away from you. Let your breathing come back into the nose and make it super gentle. Push that ball out a little bit further. And gently roll your ball back in. Just come into a nice child's pose with your head on your ball and just relax. Just for a few seconds with that super gentle breathing. Okay, and you can come all the way back up, and we have finished our boot camp session number 7 of 20. Awesome work. We have got one more really fun session with this small ball, and then we're moving on to other pieces of equipment. How good! All right, so if you do want to get prepped at home, ready for the next sessions, magic circle, long bands, loop bands, or booty bands as they're also called, and obviously you can have yourself a small ball if you have been using a cushion, which is no probs either. But yeah, I hope that you loved that session. I really, honestly, I'm loving these ones, and I will see you back on the mat for the next time. Please hit like, please hit subscribe, let me know that you're enjoying this content, give me all the feedback that you'd like. Okay, thanks so much guys, take it easy.